Hello, it's Jason. I'm in Costa Rica right now. Right now I'm in Santa Cruz. It's a small town, just come from Ojancha. So Ojancha to Santa Cruz. And I'm noticing a recurring theme in all of the towns that I'm going to. So in Ojancha and in Santa Cruz, and I'm sure many more, they all consist of a little central park, right? Where everybody in the community congregates, people bring their kids here. It's never usually very big. It's just like, I'll show you this one. So it's just like a tiny central park, but there's one common denominator in all of these parks, and it's these things. So there's one here, a huge one, like maybe 50 feet, 100 feet away from this park. So we're in the direct main beam of intensity. If we... there's the coconut guy. I'll have to try one of those later. But if we cross the park, so we've just got to the middle of the park, and now there's another one. So I noticed the same. I noticed the exact same thing in Ojancha, and then if you look around, everybody's got a cell phone in their hand. There's kids, but all the mums are holding phones in their hands. So look, her kid's there, her child's there, but she's just on her phone. And alright, she isn't on her phone, but her phone's probably in her bag. It's quite disturbing because in Ojancha it was exactly the same. There were 3 huge cell phone towers practically in the park. It's pretty obvious to me that the adults are addicted to these phones. The kids are just following the adults around because that's their parents or their grandparents or their guardians, and no one talks to each other. Everyone just zombied out, zoning out, relaxing, listening to music. I'm yet to find even the old women, the young women, the mothers. I could do this all day. It's just phones, kids, phones. Oh wait, it's not gonna focus because there's leaves in the way. But this one is a beast. That, I mean, that's a beast. They don't allow them to be that big in the UK yet, especially around like parks and places where there's young children. Samsung and Apple are in lawsuits. Mark Arazi has brought to light the PhoneGate scandal, so the SAR levels are just all wrong. We can't sue the companies fast enough. They're all breaking the law. So it's the Wild West out here, and so someone's getting paid for this, and the biggest payment is in people's mental health and people's physical health. That is the ultimate price, because if these grandparents if their kids get cancer, or their kids are depressed, or if their kids are also addicted to phones and can't have kids themselves, then that's the bigger price, because you can't buy health back. Once you lose it, it's gone. So and the two cell phone towers I showed you, there's about 5 more round the corner, and they're all bigger than the ones I just showed you. These are the small ones. So if you go to the other central part, the other bit of this town, Santa Cruz, you'll see a lot more towers. Yeah, and there's these things, so there's just that it's just overkill. It's just overkill. I mean, like it's just ridiculous. It's just everywhere you go. Every single park is surrounded by cell phone towers, huge ones, and B, everybody's just on their cell phone. There's all sorts of frequencies coming from this tower. It's around a constant 4. But that's constant, so it just never ends. Look, it goes up and it goes down, and this is everywhere in the park. There's just fluctuations of radiation everywhere, and everybody's on their phone. They come here to use their phone in peace, not realizing that there are hundreds of millions of people dying of cancer, and there are several class action lawsuits right now underway, and Apple are involved, Nokia are involved, Samsung are involved, Huawei are gonna be sued. All of these companies are lying, and they're giving everybody cancer. And they're making more money than anyone else, more than pharmaceutical companies, who are just reaping in the costs as well of the disease. But the real disease is the people. The people are diseased because, well, you can see young children follow by example. So if your kid dies young, no one forced you to buy a phone. No one forced any of us to engage in this. We just followed by example. So everybody's leading everybody else to the same outcome, which is just illness and disease, while there's certain areas that don't have these towers near them. So they put them here because, look, this is a fucking sci-fi zone. You know, I didn't even notice that. So they've got Wi-Fi beaming out of that thing there. You see? And this is everywhere. Yeah, they're beaming this whole place with internet. And I mean, shit, I'm feeling ill just standing here, man. I need to get the fuck out of here. Just in pain, you know, chronic pain syndrome, chronic fatigue, headache, tingles. It's just ridiculous, you know. The kids just want to play. The kids don't know any better, you know. He's just a kid. How's he supposed to know what Google, Samsung and Apple are getting up to? How's he supposed to read the small print on his phone? How's he, you know, like, So the kids are paying for the mistakes of the adults, and everyone's just on their phones. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. I got my bus at 4. I can't stay in these towns for long. I gotta leave. Anyway, peace out.
If you really sit down and analyze the situation, analyze the reports, the studies, the statements, the facts of the scandal, you start to see how deeply rooted this treachery spans. Our whole reality has been shaped around and altered by an invisible smog of DNA and cell-damaging electrical energy. Our brain waves and our molecular structures have all been changed, and we have had to live adapting around this invisible smog. We have been relying so much on tech for all of our answers, not realizing that the tech was the problem.
This stuff is bad, man. There's way too many cell towers. There's 6 from my balcony. You know, I've got. It's just overkill. I mean, Jesus. This is insane. This is insane. Like, I just want to get this one last time because I'm just in shock. Alright, I'll try and make this quick. 1. That's something there. 3, 4. Anyway, peace out.